This is Beth from Art by Bedell. I can't believe that it is going to be June, let's see, tomorrow, June 1st, tomorrow. We are ready for another challenge for our group. And so today I'm going to bring you that challenge. And what I have is this beautiful greeting card, handmade greeting card, that was made for me by a friend. And I asked her if I could use this as a project in one of my journals, and she said yes. So we're going to recreate this in the journal that I made for the community group challenges. So the challenge really is going to consist of, I'm sorry about the rooster, I don't have any control over that guy. He just goes on and on all day long. Anyhow, we're going to recreate this, and the challenge is to find inspiration from unusual places. Specifically for me, it's going to be a greeting card. So I want to take this element that's on this card and make a flip out for my journal page. How cute is that, guys? Adds journaling room on it. It's just really, really so cute. So I'm going to find a page in my journal, and I think I've decided to use this bag here. And let's see, what side do I want to have it on? It opens this way, so I don't think it really matters. I'm going to put it on this side. I have looked at the measurements, and the first piece that I want to construct for this is this long piece here, because for the back I'm going to apply some paper onto my paper bag or paint it or something. I haven't really decided yet. And what I have discovered is that it is a half of a sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper. So I have this printable, and I am just going to tear that in half. Now, your size does not have to be exactly the same size as what the greeting card was, or wherever you've got your inspiration. You can make it to fit your own journal, your own specific needs. This just so happens that it is going to work perfectly in this journal for me. So I am going to go ahead and copy pretty much the measurements for this element here. So now that I have that, I am going to see how she has folded it. So the first thing is to fold it in half, like this. And then let's unfold it. And then she folded this half in here. And then, let's see, this half, not all the way in. Yes, you can fold it all the way in and then back on itself. So how easy is that to make? It is so easy to make. So what we have then is, let's see now, this part is going to get glued down. Make sure I did this right. And then this will fold over, and then we want to fold this back like this. So we have kind of an accordion type thing going on. So did you follow that? Okay, 8.5 by 11 piece of paper cut in half horizontally. And then fold it in half, okay? After you've folded it in half, take the right side, fold it to the center, and open that back up. Take the left side, fold it to the center, and then fold the right part of that left side back on itself. Then when you go to, you want to reverse this middle where we folded it in half the first time. We want to reverse that back like this, okay? That creates the center part, our flip out of our journal, like is what is on the card. You can see it on the card a little better because it's different prints. Okay, And she just used a white piece of cardstock and then added some papers to it. So I am going to take this now and I am going to decide, okay, now I want to put something behind this. And to put something behind that, I want to use another piece of paper that I've been using in this journal. And I'm going to cut that so that it is just a little bit smaller than my bag. So actually I'm going to tear it. The strip off here. And guys, you're watching it in raw form today. I don't have a, oops, I don't want to rip that like that. I haven't made one of these previously. I'm just starting from scratch today. And let's get this off. There we go. Now we can figure out what size we need for our journal page here. And I'm going to use about that much and about that much. You like my measurements? About that much and about that much? Okay, and that'd be very pretty on there along with this here. Okay, so I want to ink up the edge of those, and I will use Distress Oxide ink for that, Vintage Photo. And for this page, the center flip out, I want to do both sides because we're going to actually see both sides of our page. Where it's folded, I want to also add some ink to that fold and to this center fold that we had, and then to the whole back side. Now this makes a nice flip out with some hidden journaling places. Now I'm going to also ink up just the front side of this paper that I'm going to glue onto my paper bag. All right, now I want to take my line stamp and I'm going to create journaling space on the whole back side of this strip here. So, without trying to get in the way of the camera, there we go. We have some journaling lines. Let's get this paper glued down here. And I am going to use some of my PVA glue. I want, let's see, what side do I want up? I think I want that side up. Like that. I think that looks real pretty on this brown bag. Okay, now that I have that glued down and dried, I need to, I'm going to put this probably right about, oh, kind of wanted that rose to show, but I guess I'm going to see the rose on the bottom. So, let me see here. Let's pull it over this way so it's like that. I want to put some ribbon or some tie of some sort underneath that. And I'm going to go with this piece of fabric that I have. So I want to put some glue on my piece of fabric. And this is just a strip that I had cut off from something, I don't know what. And get the placement of our paper here, which is going to be there. So I want my tie to be right in here. I'll take it and find the center of it and then glue it down right there, just like that. Then I'm going to take and I'm going to apply glue to the back of my flip out, making sure that it's not upside down. And I'll put that in place on my paper where I want it, which is right there. So let's open this up. Now we have the whole back side for journaling here. How pretty is that? And that folds out. And then we have our tie here. So this needs to be decorated a little bit. On her card, she had the inside with some bunnies and the message here. I like this textured paper behind that. That would have been a really nice addition too. And then just took a couple of these other sides and added some decorations. So I want something on the inside, and I think what I'll do is possibly put another journaling spot here. And I can do that with some of my coffee stained copy paper. Just cut down to the right size here, and just take a scrap. And I want to be able to see a border around it like this. So my fold is here. I want a border around it, and that's not quite a big enough border for me, so I'm going to take a little more off. That's better. And then I want this to be up here like this. And then we have a piece that we can add on top of that right there. Let's ink up around the edge of that. And we can glue that in place also. Try to get it as centered as possible. It needs to go over a little bit. There we go. And now I want to decide what I want to put here. So I think to break up some of this, I want to keep that as journaling space there. If I were making a greeting card, of course, I'd put my message in there, but this is for journaling. And I want a little strip of my coffee stained copy paper on here. So let's figure out a little bit of collage and what we want to use for a focal point. I like flowers, so I'm going to find a flower. I have these tea cards, and I think what I'm going to do is use one of them. I'm going to use the Morning Glory one. So what I want to do is put I'm going to have a strip here, and then this is going to overlap over the piece that we folded here onto this, but I won't glue it to here. I'm just going to glue it to this top section here. So let me add some ink. And glue down our little strip of copy paper. And then we'll glue down our Morning Glory. Remember, we're only putting glue on the half that's here, not this, because we don't want to glue that down to there. So I want to make sure that I don't get any glue over onto that side. And when that opens up, it can open up like this, and then it closes back up and can open up like this. So I think that I want to add a couple more journaling spots here. This will make quite a bit of journaling. We'll have that space, and we'll have these spaces. So I'm going to get another piece of another scrap. Let's see, that's about the same width, so that would look good. kind of eye this up a little bit and do 2 of them. Just do 2 of them the same size or close to the same size. Ink up around the edges of them, and then we'll glue them in place. There we have our flip out. I want to add a little bit of something. Let's see, this is the one that's going to show. So I don't need anything there because we have this Morning Glory. But I'm thinking I want to add something on the corner here. I don't want to go with a completely different item. Don't see another Morning Glory. Another Morning Glory would have been perfect. But the colors are okay, so we'll go with the colors. And I think what I want to do is cut around that one and just add a piece of it instead of the whole card. All right, and let's ink up around the edge of that also. And then let's play with where we think we want to put that. Do we want it to be showing a little bit like that? I don't like that. So a lot of times I do like that, but this time it's not working for me. Let me see about that. I really need to keep it in the space, so I'm going to put it like right there. So I'll put some glue on that, keeping it within the perimeters of my card. There we go, guys. How simple was that? Just from inspiration that I found on a greeting card that my friend sent me. Thank you, Tony. That was very nice. And then we can take our little fabric and we can tie a knot or tie a bow, whichever you prefer. I'm going to tie, it's pretty short for just a loose bow like that. And we have this element that flips out for room for journaling. I might just tie like a half a knot. There we go. And then you can open it up. How cute is that, right? So your challenge is find your inspiration from an unusual place and create that as an element in your journal. I used a greeting card. There we go, guys. So I can't wait to see what you come up with. Have fun. Post it on our community group page if you make one of these. Share it on artbybdell on Instagram. You can tag me with a hashtag artbybdell, and we shall see what you create with a greeting card, hopefully. So I have another greeting card that I want to share with you. I'm not including it in this journal because I'm going to have to put it in one of my bigger journals, and I think I'm going to have to stagger them. But how adorable is that? This is another card that was sent to me by my friend Alicia that flips up here. And these look like cards that are supposed to open, but they don't open. She has them pop dotted closed. But how cute is that, guys? I'm going to use this for inspiration, maybe in my next journal, my next large journal, so I have more room to work with. But I think that's really cute. So, good luck. Have fun. We shall see you again soon. Bye now.